With Adare's Mikey Lyons. Mikey, third county senior football title in 4 years. How does this one compare to the previous two?
Just as well, if not better. I suppose like with the way the whole year went this year and not knowing if we were going to play football, and just to come out, perform, thankfully get the result in the end and make it 3 over the last 4 years. It's a big relief. I suppose after the Father Cases game, people probably didn't not wrote us off but questioned us, and just to get over the line today is absolutely delightful.
I suppose finals really are about how you perform on the day. Were you confident from the warm up and how things were going, the mood in the players beforehand, that you were ready to hit the ground running?
Yeah, we trained Friday night, and you could feel that things were going to be. Boys are going to be coming today with a bit between their teeth. Even in the warm-up and stuff like that, boys are focused, focal, and then to be fair to Keelan and Anthony, they had us well tuned for today.
And Mikey, goals win games, they say, and 2 goals in the first half. It gave you that cushion coming into half-time, didn't it?
Yeah, it was, and I suppose they were big goals. I think it was Huey Buck with the first one and Shane O'Connor with the second one. So yeah, look, we tried to get a couple of goals every game. It's not something that always happens, but I suppose the keeper made 1 or 2 great saves in the first half as well, so credit to him. But yeah, look, could have gone anywhere, to be honest, in the first half.
Sure, and then obviously you knew Ballylander's going to come with a rattle in the third quarter, and you managed to keep them at arm's length, keep the scoreboard ticking over, and it kept that little gap between the two of you.
We did, and we talked about it at half time. To be fair, they have good players like the likes of Danny Froome, Jimmy Van Murphy, Kieran Kelly, Owen Mahoney. These lads, if you give them space of time, they're well able to execute a score and stuff like that. So I thought our backs did very well there in the third quarter as well to keep them at bay.
Sure. I mean, for a club to win 3 titles in 4 years in a very competitive county championship like they have in Limerick, it's a big achievement. It's a big boost for football in the club, isn't it?
It is, and I suppose, look, we're just going through a puppet patch at the moment, and we have 40 odd training every night. Like, if someone said to me 10 years ago, when we weren't really competing in football, would Adare have won next 3 titles in 4 years, people would have laughed at us, to be honest. And look, long may it continue, really, hopefully.
Sure. I suppose in another year you'd have a crack at Munster club, but that's not to be for county champions up and down the country.
No, it's not, and I hear a lot of people talking about it. Look, we'd love it. We'd love if we went ahead, but look, as I said, just to play any football this year is a bonus, and thankfully, look, we're county champions. And if it does go ahead, hopefully we can see how that goes.
Sure, and obviously I presume there's supporters here in Adare who cannot be here today because of the restrictions, and I suppose you're thinking of those people maybe who've been involved coaching under 18s and stuff who just couldn't quite make it today because of the restrictions and the numbers.
Yeah, and look, I suppose there was 100 people here today, and I suppose it is a place where you probably could fit a couple of 100 more and stuff like that, but look, I'm sure people at home watching and stuff like that, and hopefully when we go back to the village there now, there'll be a few more there to welcome us home and stuff like that. But yeah, look, hopefully next year everything's going well and everybody's back at games and being able to watch football around Limerick and stuff like that again.
You must be delighted, a third county senior football title for Adare in 4 years.
Yeah, absolutely. I suppose mixed. There's a lot of emotion in the game, a lot of feelings at the moment. Personally speaking, it's one of massive relief because the effort and commitment that went in from all involved, it's nice to see that rewarded. And I suppose secondly, Lynn, as you quite rightly said, 3 in 4 years. Look, it's a great achievement. It's a great achievement, and there's enormous pride in the team as well, particularly in terms of the performances over the last 3 games. I thought the performance, marked us out as a very, very good team.
They say goals wins matches, and obviously those 2 goals in the first half gave you a cushion, and you had been playing into the breeze, so you were in a strong position at half time.
Yeah, and we were in a strong position. We had played well, possibly should have got a few more goals, but in fairness to the lads, when we did miss an opportunity, we didn't let it get to their heads. They came straight back and got a score again. We knew Ballylanders would come out and at us, so we knew the third quarter was going to be very, very important, and provided they didn't breach our full back line and get a goal, we were fairly confident that we would take the honours.
You succeeded in that, and then obviously the 2 goals at the end was the icing on the cake, I suppose, really.
Yeah, the icing on the cake, absolutely, and it was nice, as being honest about it, in the last 5 minutes where you could relax. But having said that, in fairness to Ballylanders, and it's one thing I'd said before and I always admire about them, they keep playing football right till the very, very end, and it's a tribute to them, and they're a very good team to have a contest with.
If I spoke with you 4 or 5 months ago, would you think that you'd even get a shot to win a club championship this year?
If I'm very honest, I didn't think so. And my lads, like all the lads, were in garages, they were in back gardens, they were in sitting rooms, in front of Zoom, doing all this training and exercises with Adare GAA in particular. And I was thinking to myself, would we get some result from this, you know? And we're delighted, not just for Adare, but for all the teams who played in the championship, you know. Without the GAA this year, without this championship, I really don't know what we would have done.
I suppose there are probably people here, I'm sure, in Adare who'd love to be here who can't be because of the restrictions. I'm sure you're thinking of those people now.
Yeah, absolutely. We've a great club, you know, and we've got fantastic support. We've got a lovely touch, I think, was it last night or the night before, from all the board and Oak. They all sent us on their wishes and everything else like that. So yeah, it is unusual, you know, but I suppose, look, that was outside of our control. So in fairness to the lads, we just managed what we could within our control, and they did that and a bit with it.
Any regret, I suppose, that you won't get a chance to have a crack off the Munster Club Championship now?
There is, and you know, that's not being big-headed or anything else about it. But I don't think we've seen the full potential of this team yet. The performances against Newcastle West and again here today, I think, marked us out as a very good team, as I've said already. And absolutely, you know, we would absolutely love to have an opportunity to play against, you know, the county champions in the other counties. But look, that'll be for another day, hopefully, for us.
And you'd like to put 2 back-to-back next year?
Yes, you know, it's 1 in a row. We'll go for the 2 in a row next year. I said previously that I wouldn't put any limitation on this team, you know. So we don't really talk about, you know, it's just every game we take it, every year we take it as it is. You know, they're a young team. The average age is about 23 or 24. I think they have fierce potential. But come the 1st of January, all bets are off again, and away we go again with it.